Verbal Riot.
Man, so information just keeps dropping from CinemaCon, which happened last weekend or last week in the city of Las Vegas. And, we've gotten a lot of information, a lot of trailers that came out of it. Mission Impossible, we got a sneak peek at Superman and just a bunch of other things. But I got to tell you guys, the thing I'm most excited for is what dropped this past weekend, which is the trailer for Tron Ares. Now, I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to see it. I am a huge Tron head, which I'm going to get into after I watch the trailer, because honestly, I just want to get to the trailer. I don't want to do a lot of talking right now. I want to see this thing. Okay, I've waited a long time for this movie, so I'm hoping that I'm not disappointed. I'm hoping that is something that I can be excited for. And honestly, I have no idea what to even expect from this. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up. There we go. All right.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
Wow. Okay, they're doing the real world thing. Okay.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
October. It is always,
Ready? Because there's no going back.
Okay. Like that. Definitely like that. Wow. All right, man. That was not much. We didn't get a whole lot, but I guess I can talk about what I saw. Before I do that though, me personally, man, I have always loved Tron as a series. Only been a couple of movies, but I've always been a big fan of those movies, right? Like I love the original Tron, directed by Steven Lisberger. I thought he did an amazing job. The guy was just way ahead of his time, way ahead of his time. Uh, he gave us just like a sci-fi masterpiece, man. I thought with the original Tron, and then literally 28 years later, we finally got a sequel, which is Tron Legacy, which I won't say is it's not adored. Like it didn't do great in the box office or anything, but I feel like it has like this niche fan base that just will go to bat for it. They'll die on that hill, and I'm one of those guys. And I love what Joseph Krasinski, not Krasinski, what's his name? Joseph, I think it's Krasinski. But yeah, he did something very just cool, man. And I think the blending of the music with Daft Punk and just the continuation of Flynn's story, like I just thought that it was, if Jeff Bridges character, not young Flynn. Young Flynn was Sam Flynn, who was played by Garrett. I can't remember his last name, but yeah, just to see Jeff Bridges' character continue, and yeah, man, I love Tron Legacy. I think a lot of people that I know had the same kind of affection for it. So, and then here we are, man, in 2025. So now we're 15 years removed from Tron Legacy. So it was 28 years from the first movie to the second, 15 years from the second movie to the third. I really hope they don't keep this pace going, man. Like by the time we get a fourth Tron movie, it's going to be like 2050. Okay, so I'm either hoping this is the last one, and if it's not the last one, then I'm hoping that that they kind of speed it up a little bit. And obviously, Jeff Bridges isn't going to be around forever. Okay, thank God he's still around, but the guy's up there, man. He's up there. So I think he's like in his 70s or something. So I mean, we don't have a lot of time with Jeff. But anyway, based on what I saw with this trailer, it didn't give a lot. I mean, it gave enough to let you know what's happening. And I like the fact that it is, kind of dipping into the real world. And if you remember Tron Legacy, that's kind of where it left off. It left off with Sam and with Cora, driving off into the real world. There's been no mention of Olivia Wilde or the actor who played Sam being in this film. I really hope they are, at least in some capacity. Like, I want to know what happened to their characters after the last movie. But at the same time, I'm going to let them cook, man. I'm going to let them cook. Like they got a story they want to tell. I hope all the pieces come together. I know for a fact Jeff Bridges is in this movie, so that's good. I mean, we have the glue, because he is the glue, right? He's the glue of the story, and he's back, right, for the final time, I believe. We got a newcomer with Jared Leto, which I know a lot of people don't like Jared Leto. Personally, I do. I think he's a better actor than people give him credit for. He hasn't done himself a lot of favors with his antics, on and off the camera. But I think chops wise, the guy has chops. Okay, the guy can act, and I at least hope that he's going to bring it to this movie, man. But I'm excited, man. Like I think I'm more excited for this than I am for Superman and Fantastic Four, to be honest with you. I feel like with Fantastic Four or Superman, my expectations are pretty measured. You know what I mean? Like I know not to expect a whole lot from either one, even though, like I said, I trust James Gunn. I've said that on many shows. I said that on on social media. I have no problem defending James Gunn. I'm still keeping my expectations, where they should be, okay, when it comes to this stuff. But with Tron Ares, man, like I'm allowing myself to be hopeful. I'm allowing myself to, to be excited for something, because I'm telling you guys, man, I love this franchise. I love it. To me, it's the epitome of of forward thinking sci-fi. When I was younger, man, I had the light cycles that had the cord that you pull out and rip, and the light cycles shoot off. I had those. Okay, I had the action figures. The Tron video game, the '80s version of the Tron video game, was probably one of my favorite games of all time. I really love this material, and I pray, I seriously, like I pray that they end it strong, right? They end it strong. As far as like the music, man, Tron, even the original Tron, but the music has always been like almost like a character of its own in the Tron universe, man. And Tron Legacy, with Daft Punk, that was like probably the best soundtrack I've ever bought. In fact, I can straight up say that best soundtrack I ever bought. I think it's the only thing that comes maybe even close to it or second for me would be the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack from Baz Luhrmann. But other than that, this soundtrack, man, is chef's kiss. And I respect the hell out of Trent Reznor. I love Nine Inch Nails. I hope they kill it for this movie, because Trent is doing the whole thing. Like music wise, Trent is doing the whole thing, and I'm pulling for him so hard, man, because a lot of people don't know this, man. Trent Reznor is a hell of a conductor, right? Like he's up there for me with like Danny Elfman, RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. Like these guys are skilled conductors. So I'm expecting a lot. I'm excited for this. I I don't know what to expect. I really don't, and I think that's the perfect teaser for that, because all we know is that it's happening in the real world, and we don't know why, we don't know how, but we do know that from the last movie, this is where they were going. They were going in this direction, right? So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for me, man. I wanted to, watch this with you, and I I can't tell you, man, how excited I am for this. And guys, you know what's really funny? People give me a lot of shit a lot of times because they say that, that I want to hate on things, right? I don't. I don't want to hate on things. I want to be excited. I want to be, I want to walk out of that theater feeling like, damn, I just saw something like, inspiring. I saw something that, got my creative juices going. I want to be moved by the things I go see. I don't want to hate anything. Okay. But I'm not going to sit there and look at shit and call it a diamond, right? Like I'm not going to do that. So like I'm going to call things out as they are, but you know, the theater's hurting right now. And I'm really hoping, man, that just we can build a momentum. I mean, we just saw it with Minecraft for some crazy reason. People showed up for that movie, man. And I kind of hope the momentum keeps going because I want these theaters to stay around. I want them to succeed. And with movies like this, The Fantastic Four, Superman, I'm just hoping that it gets people to the theater. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please sub to the channel. It'll help me a lot. Definitely like the video, reshare the video if you can, comment, do all that good stuff. And I will talk to you soon.